And we are live. So, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this workshop for our dear beloved TRONCHAIN. And what has happened, or we all know what happened, but we're going to talk about what will happen going forward, what will happen to the members, the community, what will happen to TRONCHAIN itself. There's a lot of questions that are unanswered, and we are going to reply them all. Now, first and foremost, I know that a question that everyone's asking is how could the balance drain this quickly? And when we're looking at the overall contract structure, we've been doing that for a few days now back. We see that there are tons and tons and thousands of accounts that have been taking advantage and manipulating the structure system, stacking accounts, and one person pulling out 10 accounts instead of only one, which is the intended intention with the support fund. The intention here is not for people to come in and grab as much as possible in the shortest amount possible. The amount here is to create a global support fund that will be here for decades, that can support millions and millions of people. Unfortunately, not everyone shared that vision. And what we're seeing happening is, they are draining the fund. There were also a possibility of manipulating the deposit limits that we implemented for sustainability. That was a deposit limit that were there to increase the time that the community would have to build, to sustain. But as hundreds and thousands and tens of thousands of people were manipulating that to put 2 million instantly, that decreased the sustainability of this fund, and it increased the output that needed to go out. And with the dummy accounts and everything else that everyone was putting up in order to be stacking, the amount of members that were coming in was not really true because of the duplicate accounts, because of the stacking and all that. So we were seeing the fund go to zero. It is a very, very sad day. We have all been working very, very hard with this, and we have all put our soul, our heart, our money, our dedication into it. But the thing is, we are not rolling over and calling it quits. You have not failed until you lay down and quit. And that is not what we do in Eclipcity. And we are not leaving anyone behind. That is something everyone will need to understand. No one is going to be left behind. We had an insurance contract for the TRONCHAIN. It was immediately drained in seconds. A lot of people are asking, how could this happen? We didn't even see a claim button. And the thing is that the claim button didn't even appear, but people were going to the contract through tronscan and withdrawing what they could that way. So those who were not yet in profit and knew how to do just instantly went to Tronscan and they made their withdrawal and claimed their difference up to the 100% right away. That is how that contract just drained instantly. Now, what will happen is that the Eclipcity team and the Eclipcity ecosystem will be adding funds to the insurance contract of TRONCHAIN until every single member, each and every one of you, have been able to claim the difference if you were in loss. If you had 10,000 Tron in and you only received withdrawn 5,000, you will be able eventually to claim 5,000 Tron from the insurance contract. The funds are not there now. But as we grow and as we continue, and as the Eclipcity ecosystem continues to generate revenue, we will take percentages of that revenue and add into the insurance contract to continue to fuel it, to make sure that no one is left behind. Everyone that has not received 100% of their initial deposit, that means their total overall, even if you're in a second on a third cycle, you are most likely in profit. You are not getting anything. If you're on your first or your second cycle, you can still have deposited more than what you have received, and then you will be able to claim from the insurance contract. Next week, we will start to fill this insurance contract. It will not be, millions and millions from day one, but it will gradually increase as the revenue from the Eclipcity ecosystem increases as well. And the whole point is that no one is left behind. and everyone will be able to eventually claim their difference. So no one is in loss. That is something we do not want to see in the eclipcity ecosystem. And that is why we are doing the way we do. We are allocating profit from the eclipcity revenue to the insurance contract to make sure that everyone will be able to claim their difference. No one will be in loss. And we have learned from TRONCHAIN. We have learned from EtherChain. Those two were practically exactly the same, because at the time we launched TRONCHAIN, EtherChain was still running perfectly. Then the gas fee came in and screwed that up. Now, in TRONCHAIN, we saw it's been running tremendously. We've been breaking every single record out there. But unfortunately, there were loopholes that people could take advantage of, and they did take advantage of them. And we will correct this. We learn, but we do not quit. We do better the next time. So in a few days, my friends, a brand new contract, modified. As we all know, we've been working on the EtherChain 2.0 version, a modified version for more sustainability for a long time. And we've been able to adapt this model according to how we've seen TRONCHAIN act as well. So now we will take that model and we will turn that into the eclipcity Global Fund. And that is the new contract that we'll be launching. It will have every single loophole that was ever created or found or could be found closed. There will be no possibility of stacking. There will be no possibility of manipulating the deposit limits, because these will now be in levels. There will not be any possibility of having matching income on levels that you are not entitled to or that you are not deserving to receive from. Now, there will be a whole lot, and we will disclose all this tomorrow. I wanted to do this Zoom with the focus on what has just happened. And I want to reassure every single one of you that if you haven't received at least 100% from your TRONCHAIN account, you will be able to claim this from the insurance contract as time goes on. Not tomorrow, not the next day, but every single day, we will be fueling funds to this contract. We will open a claim button, I believe, tomorrow in all accounts that is eligible to get it. We were supposed to do that. We were supposed to have that ready for all, but people were already diving into the tronscan and using that one. Now, so the claim button will be up for all. And as we will be seeing from mid next week, daily, there will be funds added to the insurance contract where you can then go and claim it. So we're not leaving anyone behind. This is very important for everyone to understand. We are a community. We are united, and we are doing this as a community project. That means we're not leaving anyone behind. People are asking, why are we doing multiple things within the ecosystem? Why are we doing DeFi? Why are we doing games? Why are we doing that? Why are we not focusing on one thing? Because one thing is not for all. And as everyone says, do not put all your eggs into one basket, because if that one basket goes down, what happens? That is why we are giving multiple ways of diversifying and putting eggs in different baskets within the entire eclipcity ecosystem. And all of this is generating an income and a revenue. That revenue and that income will be added to the new fund from day one. So we will have percentages that will go to the insurance contract to cover the old TRONCHAIN community members, and we will have revenue from all services within the eclipcity ecosystem added to the new fund from day one. That will give the additional revenue that we've been looking for. We're not saying that this is going to be hundreds of thousands of millions the first months, but as the eclipcity ecosystem continues to develop as an ever-expanding ecosystem, the revenue and the income to the ecosystem will grow as well. And the percentages added to the fund will grow as well. And with this new model where we can actually it will be in the contract code, of course, that the daily ROI will be adjusted according to the balance and how it acts. If it drops, the daily ROI will be decreased. If it increases back up, the daily ROI will increase back up as well. This will be able to adjust the balance and the output according to the input, the exact way it needs to be done. These are things that we have been working on for months and months, and we're now going to deploy the ultimate version where no stackers, where no whales can come in and drain without actually going through an entire process that everyone else needs to do. This is how we can truly fulfill the purpose and serve as a community fund, supporting millions of people around the world. And at the same time, we're helping to save the community that was in TRONCHAIN, as well as EtherChain. The eclipcity ecosystem will be generating revenue for all of this. And with the new fund and the new model that we will be putting out, there is no doubt that we will be the largest community ever, running for decades and decades ahead. Guys, I would like to thank each and every one of you for the tremendous commitment, support, and dedication towards the eclipcity community, towards TRONCHAIN. Unfortunately, it is sad to say that TRONCHAIN has today gone down, but we are, what can we say? We're not failing, we're evolving. We're taking it one step further and we're making it right. And rest assured, to each and every one of you that are still in concern about your deposit to TRONCHAIN, if you have not received 100%, you will eventually do so. We will fuel the contract or the insurance contract of TRONCHAIN until each and every one of you have received or been able to claim from it. Now, with that, I will go through the Q&A list just shortly, briefly. I see that there's already 50 questions in 50 replies in there. I'm just going to go see and if there's anything that I haven't talked about that has been asked. Let me see. My team is 100% on board with you, Andreas. It's time for a fresh start in 2021. Awesome, Carl. It is, I got to say this. The attitude and the positivity and the energy that is in the groups and in this community that we have is second to none. It is, I haven't seen anything like this. And it just shows the strength and how correlated we are and how we all share the vision of apps being able to create this system that we're building. We all want this to be a reality and we can all make it happen. So thank you so much, my friend. Let me see here. Indonesians are here. We're waiting for the info. Let's start. When will the new contract start? The new contract will start on the 5th or the 6th. We will announce this very, very clearly in all groups, on all social media, everywhere and anywhere. What I will advise you to do is get in touch with your sponsor. Get in touch with your sponsor. Make sure that they're going to as well, so that you build your way. Because the way that we will be releasing is that we will be sharing the main link to the core leaders, and they will be sharing it to their leaders, and they will be sharing it to theirs, so that we can maintain as most of the structure as possible. All of you that have been building a community, you do know who your directs are, who your main leaders are, who your community is. That is those that you would want to reach out to now and have them ready for the new contract launch. Let me see. How many participants do we have on the call today? We have 550 people on the call right now. All right, just reading. I do see that there's a lot of questions. So how can I get my original Tron? How can I get my refund? How can I claim my refund? How can I do that? Is the ultimate and the most common asked question. Now, you can claim through the insurance contract. There will be a claim button in your account by tomorrow or Tuesday morning. By Tuesday, we will not be replenishing anything to the insurance contract until everyone has the claim button in their back office. So rest assured for that. So everyone has their fair shot of being able to claim. Once that is done, we will start to add funds to the insurance contract, and anyone who has their claim button that is in loss will be able to claim from the insurance contract. Everyone will not be able to claim at once, but everyone will be able to claim over time. Please take note of that. Let me see, I'm just reading through here. Jonathan, thank you so much for your kind words. It is a pleasure to have you on board. You know, we will succeed together. That is the thing. You know, the only way is forward. You know, going backward won't help anyone. Moving forward will help everyone. That's the thing. It will help everyone in the community. It will help everyone that is in a partial loss from TRONCHAIN. It will help everyone. We will all succeed together, my friends. Guillermo, thank you so much as well. You and your team are 100% committed to building the Tron 2.0. No one will be left behind. That is absolutely true. Thank you so much, Guillermo. It is really a pleasure to see that everyone shares the understanding and the level of understanding that we have. This is not based upon one man or 10 or 100. This is all a community base. And what happened to TRONCHAIN is unfortunately something that has been manipulated through the way that the structure was built. But this will be eliminated in the new. This will not happen again. I can assure you of that. How much time will it take to return the money? That there's no time limit for this. This can take anything from 1 month to 3 months to 6 months to 10 months. It all depends on how much there is that needs to be that is to be claimed, and of course the amount of and the availability of funds coming in that we can replenish to the account. But rest assured, as I said, everyone will be able to claim theirs. All right, so I do see that there is nothing else but the same question. Then how can I claim stuff like this? So it looks like we have been going through what I needed to take you through. So as we all know, let's just break it down at the end. Now, TRONCHAIN has gone to 0. We will start a new contract on the 5th or the 6th. This will be a modified, untouchable version of TRONCHAIN, a 2.0. We will release the details of this tomorrow. Now, everyone that is in loss, everyone that has not received 100% of their initial deposit in TRONCHAIN will be able to claim this from the insurance contract over time. Mark my words, over time. Because we will, starting next week, replenish this insurance contract, meaning we will add funds coming from the eclipcity ecosystem and revenue income to the insurance contract to help you that are in a loss to recover. This is nothing that we're obligated to do. This is nothing that you are entitled to receive. This is a decentralized smart contract that was community driven, but we do not want to leave anyone behind, which is why we are taking revenue from the eclipcity ecosystem, making sure that everyone will receive a refund. Over time, my friends, mark my words, over time. You will all be able to follow the insurance contract directly on TRONSCAN and any deposit coming into that. You will be able to see Tron being fueled into this daily. So rest assured, my friends, everyone will receive. Now, we are going to move forward with the new contract, and I am super excited about that because it gives us an opportunity to do it right this time and do it properly. Get rid of the stackers, get rid of those that are taking too much of the fund that without even deserving it, and allow the true purpose of this community fund to serve the community, to serve the people. That is where we're heading. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. We are going to do another Zoom tomorrow. I wanted to do this right now to explain everything and make sure and reassure everyone that you are in safe hands. Eclipcity leaves no one behind. Thank you so much, my friends. See you soon. Bye-bye.